Okay, good morning, class. Now we begin with the continuation of the chapter, the primary auxiliaries and modals. Mm, I have not taken screenshots. Okay, please open the primary auxiliaries and modals. We did exercise A and B. Now we come on to seeking and granting permission. That means now you are asking for a permission. Okay. Now the words when you are asking for a permission, these are the words that you refer to when you take permission.
मैं छुट्टी पे मैं तो बैठ के ऐसे ही मैं एक इसीलिए भी लेट कर रही थी हमने डाटा
Please switch off your mics. Now please see this. Can, could, may. Now to ask someone for their permission to do anything, we use the words can, could, may. Now, could is more polite than can, while may is more formal. Now, could is said to be a politer word to use than can, and may is considered as formal word. That means to the authorities we use may I come in. But can I come in is also correct when you're talking to your own friends. Can I just walk in? Can I do this? When you're talking to your friends and asking for permission, then can could be used, whereas may is used for formally when you're talking to the authorities or you're talking to our boss. Okay, then in order to grant permission to someone, we can use can and may. We use could when there is an idea of condition. Now, to grant permission to somebody, you use can, you use may also, and you use could also. Now, see the example, you can borrow my color pencil. You may borrow my color pencil. And then could is used where the condition is there. You could borrow my color pencil if you need them. So there is a condition. When you use, please switch off your mics and stop this rustling sound. Then comes the third jotter. We use, we refuse to give permission for somebody, for something or to somebody. We use can't or mayn't. May not, the contraction of may not is mayn't. So can't and mayn't is used for negative sentence when you don't want to give permission. Example, you can't borrow my color pencils. You mayn't borrow my color pencils. Okay. Then the next heading is be allowed to. When we talk about rules and what is or what is not allowed, we use can, could, or be allowed to. We especially use can and be allowed to when we talk about the present or the future. So see here, you can be on leave on Monday and Wednesday. This is can. Now it could be also written like you are allowed to be on leave on Monday and Wednesday. And if you are asking in an interrogative way, you can say, can I leave a little early today? So, to talk about the rules and what is or what is not allowed, we use these things. Next, we come on to the next heading. Okay, we talk about something that was allowed or not allowed in the past. We use would. Now, when we are talking of the past tense and permission asking, we use would. Let's see. To talk about something that was allowed or not allowed in the past. So if it was allowed, we use could. If it is not, we use couldn't. I couldn't go out till I had completed my homework when I was younger. Next, I wasn't allowed to go out till I had completed my homework. So it is in the event in the past where you are using could. Okay? And the negative of could is couldn't. Then if we were allowed to do something particular in the past and we want to talk about that, we use was or were allowed to. Okay? Any past event about which we are talking, we use either was or the plural of was is were allowed to. We use could for general permission in the past. Now let us see the function. Nita was allowed to sleep in her elder sister's room because it was her birthday. So they have told you was allowed to in the past. Okay. Smita could sleep in her sister's room when she was a child. So we are talking of the permission in the past. It was given to her that she could sleep in her sister's room. Now coming to C exercise. Rewrite the sentences with the correct form of words given in the brackets. Number one, we are allowed to go home early. Now we have to use can. Answer is we can go home early. Number two, can I use your pencil for a second? Allowed. Answer, am I allowed to use your pencil for a second? Question mark. See here. Am I allowed to use your pencil for a second? Question mark. After that, number three, one isn't allowed to enter the restaurant with food from outside. Now you have to use can't. So the correct answer is one can't enter the restaurant with food from outside. Number four, one isn't allowed to use cell phones on an aeroplane. Can't. Now answer. One can't use cell phones on an aeroplane. Number five, we can't take food for the animals in the zoo. Allowed. Now answer. We are not allowed to take food for the animals in the zoo. Number six, you can start writing your exam now. Allowed. The answer, you are allowed to start writing your exam now. Now the next heading is making and granting requests. Whatever request is being made, either you are making that request or you are granting that request. Earlier we did permission, we were seeking permission and granting permission. Now we are making a request or granting a request. When we request to somebody or to do something for us, we use can, could, will, would. Now, could and would are more formal and polite. Can you get me a pen? Will you get me a pen from the bureau? So, all these words are used at that time. Then we come on to the next page. To make formal requests, Could you hand me a pen? Would you give me a glass of water? Now, when you're talking to elders, it is could and would is more formal and it is used. Now, we use can, could, may I when asking something from somebody. We do not use will I, would I for this. Okay, example, can I ask you a question? Could I speak to Rahim? May I use your car for a day? So these are the requests. Now come to exercise D. Make requests for the given situations. Put a tick mark on this. This whole exercise you will do in your copies. Okay, so we begin. Request your friend to make a sandwich for you as you are very hungry. Now answer. Can you please make me a sandwich? Question mark. Number two, you have booked a cab and it has arrived, but you need to finish packing. Ask the cab driver to wait for 5 minutes. Now answer. Now here could and would both can be used. Okay. Could you wait for 5 minutes for me, please? Question mark. Or it could be, would you wait for 5 minutes for me, please? Question mark. Question number three. You want to sleep, but your neighbor is listening to loud music upstairs. Request him to reduce the volume of the music system. Answer. Again, could and would both will be correct. Could you reduce the volume of your music? Question mark. Or the other would be, would you reduce the volume of your of your music system? Sorry, it should be music system? Question mark. Number four, you are late in coming into school. Request your class teacher to allow you to attend classes. Answer, ma'am, I know I am a little late today, comma, but could you please allow me to attend classes today? Question mark. I repeat, ma'am, I know I'm a little late today, comma, but could you please allow me to attend classes today? Number five, you are going to attend a concert that will get you late for home by an hour. Request mom and dad to allow you to go to the concert. Answer, may I go to the concert tonight? Question mark. Switch off your mic. I repeat, may I go to the concert tonight? Question mark. I promise, comma, I won't be too late. Full stop. Now making and granting offers. Now you are making an offer, a deal. Okay. So some of the ways to offer to do something or for someone. I'll, shall I, can I, could I, would you? All this is used. Let us see. I help you. I'll help you with that sum. Shall I help you with that sum? Can I help you with that sum? So that is the way of granting offers or making an offer. Okay. Now we come on to the next page. Okay. Exercise E. Complete the sentence with shall I or will I, I'll, and a verb from the box. First one, it's screwed on really tightly. Answer, shall I unscrew it for you? Question mark. Who's the one who has opened the mic? This is what is most effective. Aliza Fatima, leave the class. Aliza Fatima, Dhairya Chadha, please switch off your mic. Dhairya Chadha, switch off your mic or I'm throwing you out. You won't disturb the class such a lot. Now come to the exercise. Okay. Shall I unscrew it for you? First one, shall I unscrew it for you? Question mark. Number two, I can't complete all this homework. Answer, I'll help you with it. Full stop. Number three, I'm really very hungry. Answer, shall I make you a quick sandwich? Number four, this suitcase is very heavy. Answer, I'll help you with that suitcase. Number five, it's really warm in here. Answer, shall I turn on the fan? It should be, shall I switch on? Instead of turn, please make it switch. Number five, switch. Shall I switch on the fan? Number six, I don't have the energy to go and open the door. Answer, I'll open the door. Full stop. Shall I open the door? Okay. Now put an oblique sign between them. I'll open the door. Full stop. This is one option. The other, you can also write, shall I open the door? Both are correct. Okay. Now making and taking suggestions. Now, either you are suggesting somebody or you are listening to the other person's suggestion. What do? Shall we go to Paris this autumn? Are you suggesting? So we use shall. Why don't we go to Paris this autumn? So you're making a suggestion. So why not? Why don't we? How about going to Paris? How about we could go to Paris this autumn? We could. So come to exercise F. Complete the sentences with the correct form of verb given in the brackets. Fahad, it's raining so hard. What about dash in for dinner today instead of going out? Answer, saying. Number two, sorry, next. Deepti, yes, that's a good idea. Shall we? Answer, order. Shall we order some sandwiches from Sandwich Factory? Next, Fahad, we can also, we can also make some noodles at home. Next, Deepti, that's right. In any case, we make better noodles than anybody around here. How about chopping? chopping, chopping the vegetables for the dish while I boil the noodles. Fahad, and what about making some soup to go with it? Deepti, why don't we also stir fry some chicken as a side dish? Yeah, that's a great idea. That's it. Next, expressing restrictions. That means when you're stopping somebody, putting on a restriction, we use words like mustn't, can't, aren't. Okay. Mustn't is a contraction of must not. Can't is cannot. Aren't is are not. Okay, so let's see the example. You mustn't go near fire. You can't go in such shabby clothes. You aren't allowed to talk inside the library. Now check the correct sentences. For the incorrect ones, identify the extra word and write it in the space given. Number one, I have to go to work early tomorrow. Put a tick mark. That is totally correct. Number two, you don't have got to go out in the rain without an umbrella. You will get drenched. Now, cut got and right there mustn't. You mustn't. Okay, you mustn't go out. That means you will underline don't have got to. You will underline and you will replace it with mustn't. You mustn't go out in the rain without an umbrella. You will get drenched. Number three, are we allowed come in here at this hour? Now you will add to in the sentence. The correct would be, are we allowed to come in here at this hour? Number four, you don't need to worry about what you will wear for the party on tomorrow. But on party tomorrow, I have got something for you. Cut on. You will not write on in the sentence. Number five, I can't to see that car in the distance. The answer, I can't see that far in the distance. That means you will cut to here. Okay, come on to give advice to someone or to express criticism. Now, when you're giving advice, किसी को ज्ञान दे रहे हो या फिर कुछ उसकी कमियां बता रहे हो, then you use the words like ought to, should, had better, should have been. Example, you ought to see a doctor immediately. You're giving some suggestions. You're giving an advice that you should do this. Then you should see a doctor immediately. You had better see a doctor. Or you should have been more conscious about your health. The next is exercise 8. Now, coming on to H exercise, the doctor, sorry, complete the sentences with should or shouldn't, ought or oughtn't. That means ought not. First one, the doctor says that you ought to drink. Ought to drink. I have not written to, please write there too. Ought to drink at least 12 glasses of water every day. He also says that you shouldn't drink aerated drinks or eat junk food. You have grown obese and you will continue to grow more obese if you don't change your lifestyle immediately. You oughtn't be, you ought not stay. Children, remove two from here. You oughtn't stay awake till late in the night, nor should you sleep should you sleep till late in the day. Number five, you should adopt healthy timing and live by them. Exercise I. Please put a tick mark. This also you do in your copies. Respond to these statements using the prompts along with had better now not be late for concert. Now, how will you write it? You had better not be late for the concert. Number two, you have a cold, don't step out today. Answer, you have a cold, you had better not step out today. Number three, hurry or miss the flight. Answer, you had better hurry or you'll miss the flight. Number four, call the vet. Simba doesn't look well. Answer, you had better call the vet. Put a dash. Simba doesn't look well. Number five, be careful with the walls. Answer, you had better be careful with the vase. I click the photograph of this again so that you get a corrected image also. Please check the corrected image. This is the corrected image, children. I have added ought to and I have removed to in these first and third sentences. Oh God, it turned. Okay. We stop here for today. Thank you, class.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, class.